On R1.
Hi, good morning, sir.
Hi.
Good morning.
Interface F1 by 0. What should the IP address? 12.0.10. 10.0.0.2. No, sir. And interface F1 by 1. IP address 12.0.0.2. Sorry, 1. 255 255 dot 252. No, sir. Let me not going to run the EIGRP. Either you can run the EIGRP, but I'm just going to add the default route 12.0.0.2. Then IPSLA you can create 10 ICMP echo directly track this one. Source IP 12.0.0.2 1, sorry. And what should be the frequency? Frequency I'm just going to keep it 5 seconds. Track 50 IPSLA 10. Before that, IPSLA schedule start time should be
No.
and live forever. Here now. This IPSLA you can use here, right? Track interface F1 by 0. IPNet inside. Interface F1 by 1. What will be there? IPNet outside. And you can create an access list. Permit 10.0.0 IPNet inside source list 10 interface F1 by 1 overload. Right? And then after that, interface F1 by 0 standby 1 IP 10.0.0.1 standby 1 preempt you can enable and then standby preempt enable. If the preempt is disabled, then what will happen? And once it will be enabled, what is the difference between enable and disable? There is
Uh, So when it will be down, the time it will not switch over.
exactly what the preempt will do. So someone is asking, what is the preempt will do in the production? It means in HSRP. What will be your answer? That's fine. Preemption, it is not enabled, it is not going to overtake, right?
Right.
But what exactly internally what would be? I told you some message, right?
Yes. Yesterday, Coop message.
Poop
Yes.
message, yeah. So if the preempt is disabled, then the router will never send the poop message. Got it?
Right.
So once it will be enabled, then only the router will send the poop message and it will take over if suppose it is getting any message, it is getting the HSRP message, this IP means this active router has the lower priority, right? In that case, it will send the COOP message.
Yeah.
So this is the R1. I'm just going to paste. Where are IP?
It will 10.
Oh, I missed the 10.
Yeah.
Also, we have two options. Directly, we can track interface. Which interface we are tracking? We
F1
can
by
track
1.
F1 by 1, and then we can put the decrement value, right? Whatever you want to decrease. Suppose you are going to decrease the 20, right? Hello? So we
Yes,
can
yes.
track the interface directly, but we have created the track object to till where? From here to here. So instead of tracking this interface, I will use the same track object. Got it?
Yes.
So I'm not going to directly track the interface. I will just use track 50
Okay.
and decrement value. Right. So this line also we need to add. Now R1 configuration is done. On R2, we also should have the same configuration. 3. It's a 23.
25.
Same to be same. Here, what I'm just going to do, I'm not going to use the priority. Priority is by default 100. Let me keep it 100 default. Okay. So
Yep.
I'm just going to copy. Let me paste it up. So R1 and R2 configuration is done. Then after that, I need to configure the ISP and F1 by 0. Well dot 0.0.2 255 255 255 250 2 no set and interface F1 by 1 IP address 23.0.0.2 to no set and interface loop back 0. What should be the IP address? 8.8.8 2. Let me paste it on ISP. So configured now. First of all, from the R1, and what we need to check, ping 8.8.8.8. Source IP is 10.0.0.2. It's not pinging, that means there's something wrong.
We did not insert the route on ISP. Yeah. And
On
this is
ISP,
R1.
we are performing the NAT, so route is not needed on ISP, right?
Yeah. Oh yes, we are nothing with the interface, right? Okay, yeah.
Let me check what we did the mistake. First, let me ping 8.8.8 directly. It's not pinging. So that means some IP configuration is wrong. Point-to-point IP is pinging or not? Let me check. Point-to-point IP is pinging. So IP route, default route is not there. So track is down. Track is down. Why? This is the reason.
Oh,
So run section IP SLA.
IP is not pinging. That is why I think it is down.
What is the mistake I made? Actually, I'm directly tracking this one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this one will be only ping once the default route will be there, right?
Right. So
And
EIGRP running on that?
no, not EIGRP, just coming on the point. This IP, once this IP is reachable, then only the IP SLA will get the success reply, right?
Right.
And the same object I used with the default route, right?
Mm-hmm.
So IP SLA, you just try to understand what I made the mistake. Let me, then you can understand this part. Let me copy and paste. Here I should not track directly 8.8.8
Without default route.
without default route. So what I can do, either I should remove this one, got it? Either I should track here the point-to-point IP. Got it?
Yes.
So
You did not get this point, like,
Sorry?
I did not get this point, like, why we are missing this?
just try to understand. How the R1 can send the ICMP echo message to the 8.8.8.8.
Via this link.
So if it has a default route, right?
Right.
Because we are not performing any routing, so if it has a default route, then only it can send the packet to 8.8.8, right?
Correct.
And when the default route will be available in the routing table? In the track?
It's up.
So
So tell me one thing, if the default route is not there, then how it can send the ICMP? Default route will be placed in the routing table when the track 50 is up. And to Take the track 50 up, it should be reachable to this one, 8.8.8. Right?
Mhm.
And 8.8.8 will be reachable if the default route is there in the routing table. You are getting the point?
Yes.
Dheeraj, still you are not clear?
Okay, now I got it. Yes. So okay, so
Pramod, you
Yes.
got it. So here either we should track this IP address, right? Either we should not use this one. Got it?
Mhm.
So what I am doing, using here no IPSLA. Now if you are going to ping 8.8.8, source 12.0.0.1 should be ping. It is not pinging. Let's see if I- This is R1. I pasted it for R2.
Because the
Yeah, it's a
traffic.
R1. I copy and pasted it from the R2 configuration, right? So next of IP and everything is wrong here. For R, it should be 12.0.0.1. IPSL net tab. Now it should have the mistake.
I think you're still pinging 8.8.8. I think if you can check.
Oh, sorry. But we changed, right?
You didn't change here. You changed on the other one. I think.
No IPSL net tab.
This is R1, right? This is R1.
So track, let me check now.
It's up. It's up now. It's up. The track is up now.
It is up. So IP route, default route should be there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now you can ping 8.8.8.8. Source 12.0.0.1. So it's a default route is working fine. You can ping 8.8.8.8 and source you can use 10.0.0.2. If your netting is fine, then also it should be ping. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I made the mistake it on here. It should be 23
Mhm.
and should be 23.2. Yeah. Source IP should be 23. 1. So from R2, no IPSL let 10. So IP route, yeah, default is there, ping 8.8.8.8. Source IP you can use 10.0.0. Everything is fine. Okay. So let me do one thing. For this virtual IP address, there is a automatic calculated MAC, right? So standby. Save. It is active. So standby. What is the MAC? AC01.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to change this MAC, that also it is possible. You can go there and you can change this MAC address. Standby 1 and MAC. Instead of that, you can define any one of your MAC. Suppose you are going to define A1. Some format is there. A1, the group number will change, right? Instead of anything, you can mention 01. 01 is already there. 10.
Mm.
No, it is checking invalid MAC address. Okay. Because of the, according to the group, should we take it?
Yes, yes.
MAC address, should we take it anything, right?
I think for the group you can enter um,
So
001 for example.
F1 by 0, section BIA. Standby 1, MAC A1. Right? So you can change the MAC. These are the reserved MAC addresses. This is the reason we are not able to change it, right?
Mhm.
So this is the MAC address we are using for the group 1. Similarly, if you want to use the same MAC address, means if you are changing it on R1, so you have to change it on R2 also. Okay.
Okay.
If I'm going to check here now, so standby. So what is the MAC address? Now it has already learned from where?
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to interface F1 by 0, standby 1 MAC, but in the real production network, MAC address will never change. Got it? This command will never use. So what is the MAC address for this one? This is the MAC A1, right? I'm
Yes.
coming on the PC1. No IP routing. Interface F1 by 0 IP address. I'm just going to configure 100, 255, 255, 255.0 and no set and exit. Then IP default gateway. What will be the default gateway? 10.0.0.1. This is not a physical IP, right?
Yes, yes.
I'm going to ping 8.8.8.8. Should be ping now. And so IP ARP, if you are going to check here now, it's getting the MAC address.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Here, what is the point? In this topology, if this interface have some issue, this interface, if going disconnect now, right? If it is getting disconnect, Then after that, what the R1 will do?
Reading the log.
That means it will become from active to.
Standby.
Okay. One more thing, it will never move from active to standby directly. It will move from active to speak mode. And then again it will be come into the standby. Got it?
Okay. Yes.
So if it is going down, then it will become active. So think about point of view the switch. One switch is maintaining the MAC table, right? Right now, this MAC address, it is maintaining on which interface? Interface number 2, right?
2. Yes.
Dheeraj, for this MAC address right now, if I'm going to check the switch MAC table, it should be learn it from where? The interface number 2, because of it is active. But once it goes down, then this switch should learn this MAC address from which interface?
That is free. Number 3.
Dheeraj.
Right, it is from the 3. Yeah, from the directly connected.
Pramod, are you getting the point? What I'm trying to explain here now? Are you sleeping?
No, sir, not sleeping.
So you are getting the point?
Yes, sir.
This MAC right now it is learning from where? This one. Because of this one is active.
Right.
Once it is going down,
Mhm.
means it is going to lose the active role. So R2 is going to become the active. So same MAC address, it should be learn it from where? Because of end user, for the end user, who is the default gateway? This one. And what is the MAC? A1. So in their ARP table, the entry is already there. So it is not going to send the ARP request again, right?
Right.
Yes.
If it is not going to send the ARP request, got it? So it will directly send the traffic. So traffic should not be, right now the traffic is going via this, right? Because of switch is looking their MAC table, and according to the destination MAC, it is going to forward on this interface. But if it is not active, then traffic should be go via this. So how the switch will update their MAC table? How the switch will get this information? Now the R1 is not active, R2 is active.
Mm-hmm.
You are getting the point, guys?
Right. Yes.
Yes.
So if any router is going to become an active router, what the router will do? Router will immediately send a GRP message. I believe we discussed in the last session, right? Last to last.
Yes.
What will happen? It will send a GRP message.
Mm-hmm.
In GRP message, what will be the source MAC address? For which IP it will send the GRP message? For virtual IP. What will be the source MAC there now? The virtual, this one, A1. And destination MAC will be there, FFF. Right?
Yes.
You are getting the point, guys?
Yes.
It will send the GRP message, getting this map data frame on which interface? Interface number 3. So it will look up the source MAC. Source MAC is A1, which is already exists there on which interface? Port number 2, A1 is already there, right, in their MAC table. Got it? So once it will get it now, then what it will do? It will remove from here and it will make the new entry. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So that user will send the traffic. So destination MAC will be the remain same, and the traffic will be switched towards the R2 and it will go to the ASP. Is it clear now? So let me show you.
Yes.
Okay. Let me check it.
One question in my mind.
Yeah.
When we have multiple VLANs, right, and we have 2-3 virtual IPs created, right, 2-3 groups, right?
Yes.
That time, what will be the gateway on my PC? That would be for individual group that that VLAN is part of that user,
Just
right?
forget
That
about the group now. Just give me one moment. Let me check. Yeah. It's on this switch we can't be check the MAC table. Okay, but
Mhm.
it will work
Yes,
like
yes.
that. Okay. Yeah. Come on the question. There's
Okay, so if we have multiple user in a different VLAN at the LAN side, right? And we have two groups, suppose, right? So first question, what will be my gateway here at the PC? That
thing.
will be
Tell
for
me one thing, Dheeraj.
Mhm.
PC. If you're talking
Right,
of PC user point of view, so user will be a member of the any single VLAN. User will not be a member of the multiple VLANs,
right.
right?
Mhm.
Here, what will be there? The gateway will be the only one IP address. Just think
So
about
that
just
Mhm.
let me do that. Here you can assume there is one PC, right?
Right, right.
The member of VLAN number 10. It's a member of VLAN 10, right?
Hmm.
There is one more PC. PC2 and change the symbol. Here, it's a member of VLAN 20. And what is the subnet we are using? One dot 0/24 for VLAN
Right,
number 20, right?
Yes, yes.
right.
Mm.
1.100. And similarly, what I will do, I will create a gateway. So just think about that. What will be the configuration, right?
Mhm.
On R1, what will be the configuration? Just think about interface F1 by 0, no IP address, no shutdown, right? And then interface F1 by 0
And
config, so run interface F1 by 0.
Yeah.
Here it will be
0/10. Yeah.
and encapsulation dot 1Q and VLAN number
Okay.
10,
So,
right?
yes, yes.
You can keep the group number also same. Okay.
Okay.
For
Yeah. So, do we need to create for VLAN 20 as well on R1?
just I'm coming on that.
Oh, okay, okay. Mm.
Even MAC also you can remove, that is not needed.
Yes.
Here the priority is 100
Mm.
and the IP address is 3. This is for VLAN 10, right?
Mm.
The same setup you have to do For VLAN,
20.
so for VLAN 20, if you want to make the R1 as a primary, then what you can do, you can make 20. Here IP will be 1.2. Virtual IP is 1.1. MAC is not needed. Then remove it. From here also it is not needed. Remove it. Group number you can make 20, 20 and 20. Right? And then the same config, you need to do it on R2 as well. Only the IP is 3 and the priority is 100. This is for VLAN 10 and 20 both. Now,
Yes, yes.
in that case, we're not going to configure the IP address on the physical interface. Got it?
Right.
Yes,
You
yes.
create the sub interface, and on the sub interface, you are assigning the IP address, right? Yeah. Go ahead. Now, Dheeraj, what is your question?
So my question is, at the PC or the user level, we have to make the default gateway as the virtual IP of that group, correct?
Yes. It is a
Virtual IP, right?
member of VLAN 10, right?
Mhm, mhm.
For the VLAN 10, which gateway we created, which virtual IP we created? For the VLAN 10, we created this IP address, right? So if it is a member of VLAN 10, then this will be the gateway. It's a member of VLAN 20, then this will be the gateway. Sorry, this one will be the gateway.
Yes.
Got it?
Okay, okay. That is why I think yesterday before the class I was doing the lab. But that will make any change when I'll check at the router the standby status that was in the init state. Okay, init state that was not moving. So I think I did a mistake here at the default gateway that has
In
not
the same
corrected,
group
but that
also, if within the same VLAN also, you want to achieve the load sharing. Suppose here you want to achieve the load sharing, right?
right.
What is there? VLAN 10 traffic should be go by this. VLAN 20 traffic should be go by this. So what I can do?
Change priority on group.
Sorry.
Change the priority on the group. Make R2 the master for group
Yes.
20.
So that means in that case, what I can do here, priority I can make it 100, and here what I can do, I can just make it.
Okay.
So all the users, those are belonging from the VLAN number 20, they will go by this. And all the users, those are belong from the VLAN number 10, they will go by this. Got it? Is it clear?
Yes, I got it clear, but I'm trying to find out by my status on the router. It was showing init status. That is what I'm not.
That means we were
getting.
doing some mistake.
Right. Okay, that I will check.
Identify what was the mistake. But the question is, Punit, I want to do the load balance within the same VLAN. Right now we are using the different VLAN. Just give me 2 minutes, guys. Right now we are achieving the load sharing within the two VLANs, right? Hello? But if you want to achieve the load sharing within the same VLAN, suppose these are member of the both or the member of the VLAN number 10, right? Both are the member of VLAN 10. And you want to achieve the load sharing. Then how we can do? That also is possible. That thing is also possible, but that is also not recommended in the production network. Even this one is also earlier, which one we discussed for the VLAN 20 traffic should be go via this and VLAN 10 traffic should be go via this. This one is also not recommended because of This one is the primary, so all the traffic should be go by the primary.
Mm.
Got it? And all the traffic
Yes, yes,
in
yes.
your network should be the primary. Otherwise, might be there can be the issue, asymmetric routing issue. There is a chance,
Mhm.
right? So to avoid that
Yes,
situation,
yes.
always it is recommended should be one device should be your primary device, another device should be your secondary device. Got it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So here, how we can achieve it within the same VLAN? Just think about that. On R1. So we have a physical interface, right?
Mhm.
We are not going to create the encapsulation. It's a VLAN number.
Mhm.
We are talking about within the same
Same VLAN.
VLAN. 3 virtual IP is this. And this is the active one, right? Group number, you can keep it 10, doesn't matter. And this is the R2 configuration. IP address. This is not needed, and this one is also needed. Practice. For this virtual IP, tell me one thing, which router is going to become active? For this virtual IP address, what is the priority?
110.
110. Yes.
And what is the priority here now?
100.
100.
So R1 will
Or-
be the
Within the same,
Mhm.
under the same interface, I'm just going to create one more
group. Yeah.
group number 20, group number 20, group number. And virtual IP, instead of 1, I'm just going to create it 5. Priority
Okay.
is 100.
Oh,
Priority is 110. Got it?
yeah.
Tell me one thing, there is 2 virtual IP, 10.0.0.1 and 10.0.0.5, right?
Mhm.
How many virtual IP we have, Pramod, right now? This is the first virtual IP
Two IP.
created, and this one is the second one, right?
Yeah, two
Mhm.
we have and two individual group having the virtual IPs.
Yes. So each individual group have a individual virtual IP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So for this one, who is the active? For this virtual IP, R1 is active, right? Because of R1 have a priority 100,
110.
110, right? And R2 have a priority
Yes.
100. For this
100.
virtual IP, who is the active?
R2.
R2.
R2. So what I will do, here I will assign the default gateway 10.0.0.1, and here what I will do, 0.0. So they are the member of the same VLAN, still it will forward the traffic via this, and this one will forward the traffic via this. Got it?
But this, if we, Puneet,
Yeah, go ahead.
this, if we do need to implement this scenario, we cannot use DHCP, right? Because DHCP will assign only one gateway, right?
DHCP will assign
Am I
only
getting it
one
right?
gateway. Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
is the
Okay.
problem.
Yeah.
This is the reason I'm
Yes.
telling you this Solution will not, it's not recommended solution, but that is a way, if you want, we can actually,
Possible. Yes, yes.
it's a
Yes, yes.
possible case, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah.
Clear? Up to this point, you guys are okay? So once it will be active, I'm not going to configure anything. So just forget about the other groups, right? We have only one group right now, and we have only one virtual IP. There is no VLAN concept, right?
Yes, yes.
Then if you want, you can delete it. You can try by yourself, guys.
Yes.
Okay, so if it is going down, so automatically it will become active and it will send the GRP message. If you are going to capture this one, on R2, sorry, on R1, this is the active now. It's active. I'm just going to shut down the F1 by 1. So standby. Now IP select down. Now it is going to into the speak mode. Can you see now? Then speak
Yes, yes.
come into standby.
Listen.
No, standby.
Yes.
And it will
Okay.
go into
Okay.
the standby. It is not going to become a active one because of now that priority is 90, and who is the active one? Another IP means 10.0.0.3 IP is active one. What you have the priority? You have the priority 100, right? So once
Yes.
R2 was become the active, R2 should send a GRP message. Let me show you.
Yes.
What is the source IP? A1. What is the targeted IP? Means source IP is 1, targeted IP is 1. What is the source MAC address? A1. Can you see that virtual MAC?
Yes, yes, yes.
Right? So
Right.
once it will cast this GRP message, what will happen? It will be reached to the same MAC address
Switch.
is already on this interface. The MAC address is already there, but once it will get the MAC address A1 from which interface? Interface number 3. So what the switch will do? It will remove this entry, it will make the new entry. Because of what is the switch behavior, guys? It can't be keep the same MAC address in the same VLAN 2 times. This MAC address, suppose A1, it is into the VLAN number 1. The same MAC address might be into the VLAN number 2 also, it can be there. But the same MAC address within the same broadcast domain is not possible. It will never keep it. Duplicate MAC address is not allowed within the same broadcast domain. Got it?
Yes, yes.
So it will remove this entry, it will make this one. So host is sending a traffic where the destination MAC address was A1. So what it will do? It will reach there now and it will forward towards the R2 and it will forward towards the, again the R1 will become active. Again it will send the GRP message. So again this entry will remove and it will make the new entry. Got it? So this is the process.
Yes.
Okay, there is one more message that is called resign message. And one more message was that was the advertise message. What was the advertise? My status. It is just advertising there the states. For the group 1, state is passive, that means it's basically standby, right? So there is one more message. Just try to understand. Let me make it up. R2, sorry, on R1. Interface F1 by 1, no set. Then after that, what should be happen? It should become the active now. So standby, just wait. It is still in standby mode. Crimson is enabled, so it will send a coop message. Now track is up. Now this one is active, right?
Yes, yes.
If I'm going to shut down this interface, debug standby packet resign. I'm just going to shut down on R2 debug standby packet resign. I'm just going to shut down this interface, this one. Okay, manual shutdown. Just think about that, what will happen. If I'm just going to shut down manually, then he know very well on this interface, this router is active, right?
Yes.
So what will happen before going to shut down this link? R1 will send a resign message out, right? So that R2 will not wait for 10 seconds. It will immediately become the active. Otherwise, if it is not going to send the resign message, then what is the hold down timer, guys? Hold down timer is 10 seconds, right? So R2 will
Yes.
still wait 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, it will become the active one. You are getting the point?
Yes, yes, yes.
Dheeraj and Pramod, are you guys getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So once
Yes.
we are going to shut down this one, then immediately it will send the resign message. You can see before manually we are going to shut down. So logically, if you are going to use the shutdown, so link is up, right? If you are manual going to do the shutdown, so link is up. So router has the idea what are the processes running. So before going to shut down it, it will out the resign. Then after that, it will shut down the interface. Got it?
Yes, yes.
So you can see that now. Interface F1 by 0. I'm just going to do the shutdown. I'm doing the shutdown. Before doing the shutdown, it is just sending the resign out. Right? Resign out for which virtual IP? 10.0.0.1.
1.
Once it is a resign out, then after that you can check it on R2. On the R2 resign in. And once it got the resign message, immediately it has become the active. At what time it's received the resign message? 789.567 milliseconds. Right?
Mhm.
and here it is active. That means 0.004 millisecond, within the 0.004 millisecond, it was active,
Mhm.
right?
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
it will take 10 seconds. If the resign message is not there, it will take how much time? 10 seconds. Got it?
Mhm.
So these are
Yes.
all about HSRP, guys. Now HSRP,
So this, just a second. So this resign message will be only when the directly connected interface will go down, right?
yes, where the standby is run, means where the HSRP is running, configured, on which interface. Your LAN side interface is there, right?
Right.
If this one is
Mhm.
down, then it will send a resign message. This one we are tracking, right?
Right.
Yes.
It's clear now?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Now there is it's a HSRP version 1, basically whatever we are using, right? We have HSRP version 2. In HSRP version 1 and version 2, what is the major difference? Just let me tell you. Interface S1Y0, standby version. So interface F1 by first thing is interface F1 by 0, no set. So IP interface F1 by 0. The multicast address,
Mhm.
it has changed, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Earlier it was sending 224.0.0.2. Now it is sending 224.0.0.102. And we are still capturing the traffic. So let me open. I will show you. Sending version 2. Virtual IP is this. Hold timer is 3 and 10 seconds, right? But
Mhm.
here default authentication is also same. So what is the difference basically? The first multicast IP is changed. Even the UDP port number is also same. The first difference is multicast IP change. Second different, the main difference in version 1, basically the group we can create 1 to 255 maximum. How many groups we
Okay.
can create? 1 to 255. Here
5.
we have one option, we can create 1 to 409. That means how many VLAN can be in the single LAN, guys? How many VLAN are possible in a single LAN?
4094.
4094, that is
Mhm.
possibility of the VLAN, right?
Right.
So
Mhm.
group here also we can create up to the 40. Actually, what is the
Okay.
standard, guys? The standard is the people want to make group number same as the VLAN number, right? Suppose in your network you have
Mhm.
number 800. So what is your point here now? The VLAN number 800 is there. So 8 group number also should be the 800. So it will be easy
Yes.
to understand this group is pointing
Mhm.
to this VLAN. Got it?
Mhm.
It.
Yes.
But
Yes.
in HSRP version 1, that the maximum number of group was there. It was supporting up to the 255.
Mhm.
Is it clear? But now
Yes, sir.
version 2
Yep.
can do. We have an option. We can interface F1 by 0. Also, that one more thing will be changed to
MAC address.
MAC address. Do so standby. Here the MAC address
The
was
ENCO
already
exam, we had
configured.
this question.
Sorry?
During the ENCO exam, had this question. Difference between V1 and V2.
So here the MAC address was already configured, so it is not showing, but that will be a different MAC address. Got it?
Mhm.
We have configured manually, right?
Yeah, yes.
And here, if you are talking about the group, so what is the maximum group you can create? So up to the 4095, obviously we are not using for the any VLAN. So yeah, you can consider up to the 4095, right?
Yes.
So this is all about the HSRP. In VRRP and HSRP, what is the difference?
In HSRP and BRRP, I think that is the HSRP is a Cisco proprietary and BRRP is open standard protocol.
Thing is open standard. Second,
Mhm.
it's the layer 3,
We can use that.
Yes,
right?
right.
It's use the address 224.0.0.18.
18.
Yeah,
18 or 80?
18.
Okay.
Correct. Okay. Then protocol number it's used.
Mhm.
Okay, if I'm talking about the protocol number for HSRP,
Mm-hmm.
the protocol number for HSRP, protocol number.
112.
No, HSR for HSRP.
HSRP.
Not 385, right? DP.
It's a port number.
IP.
I'm talking about the protocol number. Protocol work on which layer? Layer 3.
Wait.
And protocol port ID, it's work on application layer basically, if you're talking about, right?
Mm. Yes.
So port number is 1985.
Yes.
What is the protocol number? It's, tell me one thing. It's a 1985. It's a UDP or TCP?
UDP.
And for the UDP, what is the protocol number? 17. For TCP,
Yeah.
what is the protocol number? 6. Any traffic is there, it's a data. It's a TCP header. So here into the IP header, what will be the protocol number? It will be 6. If it is UDP, then into the IP header, what will be the protocol number? It will be.
30.
So if you can open, so to confuse you guys might be to confuse you, what they can ask. This is a UDP. What is the protocol number? 17. So just to confuse you guys, I can directly ask you, what is the protocol number used by the HSRP? So
Yeah.
the HSRP work on the application layer. So it's used the port number 1985, but it's a UDP port number. So for the UDP protocol number is 70. Got it? HSRP is not using any protocol number. Got it? So, but VRRP work on which layer? It's a layer 3. So it's use the protocol number. And what is the protocol number? 11.
2.
And the multicast address is, what is the hello timer? Hello timer is 1 second. Hold down timer is 3 seconds here now. Crimson is by default. Enable. And the next one is Crimson is by default enable. Hello timer is 1 second. And here there is only 2 role, master and
Back.
Backup.
That is the only different.
Mhm.
Rest of the concept history is same. Right?
And then in
Sorry?
VRP, we can also use the same physical interface as primary, right?
Sorry? Can you repeat one more time?
In VRP, we can use the virtual IP, the physical IP on the interface as our virtual IP.
Yes, its a configuration is your configuration is still
Is this?
no. If you want to remove no standby 1. If you want to configure VRRP 1, I think you can configure 10.0.0.1, and then after that, so we
Yeah.
brief IP is duplicate because of on R2 also the same one is running, right? So
Okay. Yeah.
so on R2 interface F1/0 no standby 1 VRRP 1 and IP 10.0.0. Right now, so VRRP, if you are going to use master router is 10.0.0.3 because of here is the physical IP address is high,
Mhm.
right? Here the IP
Yes.
address is 2. So master is R2 now, right? And it is
Yeah.
the backup one. The MAC address is the same one. This is the up to this one, it's fixed. This is the group number, right? It is sending the priorities 100. Primson is, you can see it is enabled, right? And if you are
Yeah.
going to see, if you are going to open the capture, you can see the hello message they are sending on which multicast address. '18, right? And what is the protocol number? It's 112. Got it?
Yep.
So here the master router is only sending the announce message after every 1 second, right? So this was the VRRP.
Yes.
In our lab exam, VRRP is also there and GLBP is also there. Sorry, HSRP is also there. GLBP is not in the lab, but tomorrow we'll discuss the GLBP.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
So see you next means tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll cover the might be
Yes.
tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Both day will take GLBP only. But I will try to finish GLBP by tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Thank you. Great. Thank you, everybody.